What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another video from Featured Tech. In this video, I'm going to be giving you a tour of the LG ThinQ app. Specifically, this tour is going to be meant towards the LG Purification AeroTower Fan. Now, before we get deep into the video, make sure to subscribe for more awesome videos like this. Let's get into it. As soon as you launch the app, this is what you're greeted with. So first thing up here is your set home location, which I didn't do because honestly, I'm lazy. You can also create different automation. I haven't yet because I'm lazy. And then also you have your air purifying fan, which I already added, and you can add more smart devices and LG appliances using this add a device option right here. Next, you have a bunch of different recipes, which I haven't really utilized because I'm also lazy and I don't really cook. Next, you have your ThinQ Extend option. Now this just tells you more about the products that LG sells. Next, you have your shortcuts, and one of which is the smart diagnosis, which I'm going to go over later in the video. And then you just have more smart tips and things to try, and you can also edit your home screen all the way down here. Now, going back to the fan, let me press on it. As soon as you do, this is the screen that you're greeted with. Right here, you have your power button, and you can turn on and off the fan using this power button. And then all the way up to the right, you have these three dots. If you press on that, it launches these three options. First is your filter management. Now the filter management tells you the status of your filter. You can also reset that filter. And then if you press all the way to the top right again, it just gives you more information about that filter, such as the odors that it helps eliminate and a bunch of different information like that. Now going back again, and then now the second option is the smart diagnosis. So if you're sensing that there's an issue with the fan, what you can do is have the fan try to diagnose itself, which is actually a pretty cool feature, and I tried to utilize, but of course there was nothing wrong with the fan because I've only had it for a couple of weeks now. But going back again, pressing on those three dots, then you have your settings. Now with these settings, it's just pretty straightforward. It tells you about the software version, the air quality sensor if you wanted to have it turned on, and as well as a nickname for your fan. So I just named my fan Air Purifying Fan, and nothing crazy about that. Then you have this tree looking symbol next to the three dots. Now this tree symbol, if you press on it, it just tells you a bit more details about your indoor air quality. So it measures your particulate matter of 1.0, 2.5, and 10. And as you can see, thankfully I'm all good on all three. Next, it also measures your indoor temperature and humidity. Going back to the main menu of the fan, you have this circle right here, which pretty much summarizes your air quality level that the fan is set up in, the room that the fan is set up in. And if you keep going down, again, you have a pretty much overall rating of your particulate matter of 2.5 microns, and that is in good shape as well. Next, again, you have your indoor temperature that the fan is placed in, the room of the fan is placed in. And then you have your humidity percentage. Next, you have the modes. So you have wide mode, diffusion mode, and direct mode. So I'm gonna keep it on wide for now. Next, you have the speeds. So like I showed you in my unboxing video, you have 10 different levels of speed. You have auto mode. Now, if you set it to auto mode, it just simply stays at level 1, and then if it senses changes in the air, what it's going to do is automatically turn the fan to the appropriate speed in order for it to help purify your room. Next, you have turbo, which is the last option right here. Now this is a very powerful setting that makes the fan definitely cool whatever room you're in, and that is a very neat feature. But of course, that it is turbo, it's very loud. Next, you have the rotation. Now, if you turn that on, you can select the degrees of rotation that you want the fan to spin. And if you exit out of that and continue going down, you have your schedule option. Now, this is also very cool. This is actually part of the automation that I showed you earlier, the first thing that I showed you in the app, where you can have the fan go off at certain times of the day and have it set to your liking. So if you're the type of person that doesn't want the fan to run while you're sleeping at night, you can have it run from the morning into afternoon into the early night until you go to bed, and it turns off when you go to bed. So that's a very cool feature. Next, you have your display brightness. Now this adjusts the brightness of the display that's on the fan itself, and you can have it from off to level 1, level 2, and level 3 brightness. I have it set to level 3 because I just think it looks better that way and it's more visible than level 1 and 2. And then finally you have your UV Nano. Now the UV Nano is a really cool piece of technology that what it does is that it uses UV technology to sanitize the blades within the fan. So over time, the dust that's piling up on these blades doesn't get shot back out into the air of your room and back again to making your room filled with dust and just adding up over time. So what this UV does is that it cleans those blades so that way you don't have to deal with this issue. A couple things I want to note about the app is that you don't have to be connected to your Wi-Fi setting that the fan is registered to in order for you to control the fan. So as you can see, I'm currently connected to the LTE network. I turned off my Wi-Fi completely and I'm still able to adjust all these different settings for my fan. And then the other thing is, keep in mind, if you want to try to use this app, you're going to have to sign up for an LG account. So these two things you should keep in mind. I know the ladder of creating an account does bother some people, but you do have to create an account in order for you to use the app. So this was my LG ThinQ App tour specifically meant for the LG Purifying AeroTower fan. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. Hope you have a great day. Take care.